Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in Israel this morning holding meetings with Israeli President Isaac Herzog and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Blinken has been having high-level talks across the Middle East this week, trying to prevent the Israel-Hamas war from spreading to other countries in the region. This visit coming as news breaks of Israeli forces killing a Hezbollah commander in an attack in Lebanon. And meanwhile, News Nation went inside the Hamas tunnel system. We've been talking extensively about it for 3 months now, and some of the places first hit on that October 7th initial massacre. Robert Sherman is live in Tel Aviv with more. Robert, you went inside these tunnels yourself.
You said it perfectly, Marky. Ever since October 7th, this has been such a major topic of discussion. Hamas's intricate tunnel system. It's one of the biggest challenges that the IDF is facing while inside of Gaza. We were given an up-close look at that tunnel system. This is a brief look at what we saw during our time in Gaza.
These places were overrun by Hamas on the 7th. There were serious firefights here. It took a while to get our hands back on this place. It was ransacked. To me, Gaza is still dangerous, still a war zone.
As we head into Gaza, we're seeing some of the initial spots that were hit on October 7th. Some of those towers that are in the background there, Hamas actually using drones to drop explosives on top of those.
The vicinity of the tunnel to this location.
This is an up-close look at one of them, and you see the massive size of this. You could easily drive an American car through there. All right, now we're going inside of one of Hamas's tunnels. 50 meters down, 4 kilometers in length.
You can see the level of engineering here.
How long would it have taken to build something like this?
Years.
Years.
The size and magnitude of what they've built here. It's a doomsday capability.
The IDF says this is a top priority for them, knocking out Hamas's intricate tunnel system. Tonight, we'll be taking you deeper into Hamas's underworld and showing you just how advanced and how extensive this matrix is. Nick and Marky?
Yeah, Robert, we'll be tuning in for that for sure. I have to ask a quick follow-up, though. What did it feel like, just for you, your safety, too, emotionally, to go inside these tunnels where some of the worst atrocities have happened, some of the worst terrorists in this world, worked out of? What did that feel like for you?
I got to tell you, Marky, it was hard being in those tunnels to even think about that this could have been a place that Hamas was operating out of, because it was just so advanced. It felt more like being in an American infrastructure. I mean, that's just how advanced it was, and the amount of concrete that has been poured down there. So it wasn't easy to really associate the two, that this was terrorist infrastructure. It felt as though it could have been somewhere back in my hometown of Cleveland or back somewhere in the United States. It was just impossible to really make that connection there. That's how advanced it was.
Yeah, I was watching you kind of in real time through your social media channels and praying for your safety and also your crew there. Incredible, unparalleled work as always. Robert Sherman, thanks so much. And for everybody who's interested in this full report, Robert's full report inside the Hamas terror tunnels runs tonight during Elizabeth Vargas Reports at 6 p.m. Eastern right here on News Nation. For more on this, let's bring in Dan Iluz, a member of Israel's Knesset with the ruling Likud party. Thank you so much, sir, for being here this morning. I wanted to start with this. Israel's foreign minister has confirmed that Israel was behind the assassination of the commander of Hezbollah's Radwan Force Special Operations Unit. Do you agree with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, who says that a war between Israel and Hezbollah is in nobody's best interest?
I mean, we've said it from the very first day, ever since October 7th, that we don't want to start a war on our northern front. Definitely not, as we're laser focused on defeating Hamas in Gaza because of the atrocities that they did on October 7th. It's not in our interest. We've said it very clearly. However, Hezbollah on October 8th started attacking Israel, and we're responding. We're responding forcefully. We're making it clear that this is unacceptable. We have to understand that Hezbollah and Hamas are no different. They have the same terrorist ideology that's based on radical Islam. They're very similar in their ideological background. They're both supported by the Iranian regime as proxies in order to attack Israel. And so it makes sense that Hezbollah wants to get into this war, at least in order to divert our attention Our interest right now is to stay laser focused on Gaza, to defeat Hamas, to completely eradicate it the way it should be because of the evil that's been shown on October 7th. But if we need to also fight on the northern front, then I promise you that the Israel Defense Forces, the IDF, is ready for it and will do what needs to be done.
Yeah, copy that. Heard you loud and clear. This also all comes as the IDF says it's beginning to shift to that more targeted campaign in Gaza that you touched on there. How long do you expect that transition to take?
So we have to be clear. Right now, in the northern part of Gaza, we're shifting to a different phase. This different phase doesn't mean the end of the war. It means, as you said very correctly, it's a more targeted phase, will require less troops. It's because we've been able to, at least in many significant ways, gain control of northern Gaza, but there's still a lot of work there. Terrorists that, as you've just shown, the terror tunnels that are very advanced, they're still hiding in those terror tunnels in the northern parts of Gaza. And there's still a lot of pockets of terrorism that will need to be fought, but it's acting more as a guerrilla warfare and less as an organized army that we're fighting against. In the southern part of Gaza, the intensity is still very, very strong. We're still not switching phases. We're still very much in that same phase of gaining control of the southern parts of Gaza. I want to make it clear, the other phases of this conflict will take time. We're in no way pointing at the end of this war. There's still a long time that will be needed. On the first day of the war, on October 7th, it was said that this will be a war that will take time, and this is what we're seeing right now because Hamas has all of these infrastructures underground. They have our hostages still being held, and so it will take time. But we're very focused on our mission.
Yeah, and we know that Netanyahu has said, you know, it'll take as long as it takes to eradicate Hamas, and we're all still waiting too, with bated breath, about the 130 hostages still being held in Gaza and what their fate looks like this morning. Knesset member Daniel Luz, thank you so much for your time as always.
Thank you very much.